For a state that has a rich history and folklore, Tamil Nadu is home to a number of mysterious places and phenomena. Welcome to Simply Chumma. Today, we are listing out the top 5 mysteries in Tamil Nadu that continue to baffle one and all. At number 5, we have the foreigner statues at Thanjavur Temple. Ancient architecture and carvings tend to reveal a lot about our history. Like many southern temples, the Brihadishwara temple at Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu has several gods and saints carved on it. Built almost 1000 years ago in 1010 AD, the temple has the figure of a European-looking person carved on it. This figure is also believed to resemble the then King of France, Robert II. Similarly, the same temple also has the figure of a Chinese man carved on it. Historians tell us that the world was not connected until 1500. In fact, the first European to set foot on Indian soil was Vasco da Gama in 1498, almost 500 years after the construction of this temple. Does that mean that the then Indian king Rajaraja Cholan had already established international relations with other countries? If so, what was their means of communication? At 4, we have Krishna's butterball. At Mahabalipuram stands a huge boulder measuring 20 feet in height with a diameter of 5 meters. Known as Krishna's butterball, this rock weighs over 250 tons and yet stands precariously balanced on a mere area of 4 square feet on a very slippery hill. What is even more amazing is that it has been so for over 1200 years. Considering the danger it posed to nearby homes, Governor of Madras Arthur Lawley employed 7 elephants to push the rock in 1908. But much to the amazement of everyone, the rock did not budge and the task was abandoned. No one has been able to explain how such a heavy boulder remains perfectly balanced at an incline. At 3rd position, we have the Sweating Idol. About 5 kilometers from Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu is a place called Sikkal, which is famous for the Singaravelavar Subramanya temple. Every year in mid-October-November, the temple celebrates the victory of Lord Subramanya over the demon Surapadman. On the 5th day of this 6-day festival, as per legend, the Lord receives his veil or his weapon from his mother to vanquish the demon. During this part of the festival, the idol of Lord Subramanya is said to sweat profusely, signifying the anger of the Lord who eagerly waits to kill the demon. This water is sprinkled on the devotees to bless them. The sweating subsides when the idol returns to its shrine on the 6th day of the festival. Coming second is Nachayar Kalgarudar. The Nachayar temple in Kumbakonam is known for a very mysterious phenomenon. It is home to the famous statue of Kalgarudan, or the stone statue of Lord Vishnu's eagle mount. Each year during the Tamil months of Margazhi and Panguni, the statue is taken out of the main sanctum for a procession. It is said that as the statue moves out of the temple, its weight increases exponentially. Thus, the number of people required to carry the idol increases from 4 to 8, 16, 32, 64 and so on. Similarly, when the idol is brought back into the shrine, the weight decreases and the number of people required to carry the float comes down from 64 to 4. This inexplicable change in weight of the idol continues to baffle scientists and devotees alike. At first place is the Ram Setu Bridge. The mystery of the floating Ram Setu Bridge has always teased us. This bridge, built of floating stones, can still be seen between India and Sri Lanka. According to Ramayana, 1.7 million years ago, the bridge was built by architects Nala and Neel, along with an army of 10 million Vanaras or monkeys, to help Lord Ram cross the ocean to rescue his wife Sita from the clutches of the demon Ravan. The powerful Vanaras threw huge boulders of limestone into the shallow sea with the name of Lord Ram written on it. This made the rocks float, and a 30-kilometer long and 3-kilometer wide bridge was constructed in mere 5 days between Dhanushkodi in India and Sri Lanka's Mannar Island. Since this story is very old and unproven, many historians, scientists and archaeologists deny this being Lord Ram's miracle. At the same time, they fail to explain the concept of floating stones found in Rameshwaram. There have been speculations of the rocks being either pumice or corals, but both the theories have scientifically been disproven. Was this bridge actually built by the powers of Lord Ram, or is this a man-made structure with a science behind it? What do you think? Send us your comments and subscribe to Simply Chuma.